Welcome back, everyone. I'm Kim.
And I'm Cal.
And we are the Manga Mommies, a podcast about everything to do with manga and sometimes our lives sprinkled a little bit in between. So, as always, would you kindly get a drink, take a seat, and let's chat?
Yay!
Oh, I did not want monster on there. And today we'll be talking about May's Manga of the Month, the review of Train Man.
Yeah.
I know we're technically a little bit off. There's a lot of going on. Do it later in the station. Hey, it's gibberish. I spoke pure gibberish right there. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. Half that did not pick up. It's okay.
It's fine. I might take that out. So, Kells, you want to give me the flashback review? A little bit about this manga before we do the review of it.
So again, a little recap here. This is written and illustrated by Hidenori Hara. It's published by Shogakukan, but it's licensed in North America under Viz Media. The demographic is seinen. It's further classified as a romance and comedy. Its original run was from April 5th, 2005 to September 5th of 2005. In North America, it released between October 10th, 2006 and February 13th, 2007. There are 4 mangas total about this account. Train Man, Densho Otaku, the story of Train Man who fell in love with a girl, Train Man, Go Poison Man, and Train Man Shoujo Manga. Again, we are only talking about the first one. There's also a novel, a TV series, and other media as well. A little bit about this again. So the story is based off the supposedly true story of a 23-year-old otaku who intervened when a drunk man started to harass several women on a train. The story is an example of the nice guy class of Japanese otaku who wish to lead normal lives but are too shy to find a partner and can only speak openly online. On March 14th, 2004, around 9:55 p.m., an anonymous user posted in a 2-channel thread for single men to talk about their woes. According to his account, he had been sitting next to a woman on the train when a drunk man entered their car and began harassing a particular woman. The user told the man harassing the woman to back off and stop badgering the other women. The two struggled for a short while, and the passengers used this as a distraction to get the train conductor. The woman thanked him deeply for saving her and the harassment. The woman thanked him deeply for saving her from the harassment and requested his address, telling him that she wanted to send him a thank you. When he shared his thoughts on the forum, he earned the nickname Densho Otaku, or Train Man. A couple days later, the man received a package from the woman, an expensive set of cups and saucers made by Hermes. The man turned to the 2-channel community for advice and was told to pursue her. This manga chronicles the interactions and subsequent dates of the otaku and that he went on with this woman. The event, plus the inevitable dates with the woman, who is known as Hermes, was recorded on the Japanese Mega BBS 2-channel. Think 4chan or Reddit. We again will note that the authenticity of the story has not been proven and the true identity of Train Man has never been revealed. The original conversation lasted 57 days and contains 29,862 posts, whereas the book contains about 1,919 posts collected on a fan website.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your basic rundown.
And
all over again.
So aggressively
you
pursue,
have no sound.
Pursue.
Hold up.
What do you mean I have no sound? What do you mean I have no sound? No sound at all? Nothing? Do we have sound now? What happened?
Oh, it's my headset. Hold up. It's not you. It's not you.
Better not be me.
I apologize. The headset decided to turn itself off.
To the thing and just rip you out. So yeah, first off, they are very aggressive with telling him to pursue. Like there's a lot of fighting. Big difference in each of the retellings of it. A, artwork is a big thing. B, it would also be how each of the characters that were the anonymous ones giving him the advice is drawn, because they're anonymous. So And there's two of them that are women. They clearly tell them that in the Reddit, or for 2chan. In 2chan, they actually tell them that. They're like, I am a woman. I am a woman. So they're drawn as women. The others are more likely different guys that chime in. Did you hear a word I said?
I did.
So in this version, there's 3 books. The first book tells his story first. Like, he starts off like, hey, I've been single pretty much all of my life. I've never had a girlfriend. I'm not good at writing. I usually lurk in the chats. I don't usually respond to anybody. But this is the story, and I just kind of want to get your advice on it. That's pretty much this. This is pretty much them trying to tell him to go get the girl. Here's the story. Book 2 is the dates that they go on. It's not really like, oh my god, she don't love me, or oh my god, this and that. It's pretty much them still encouraging him to tell how the feelings and everything else, and the dates that ensue, and some of the chaos that happens in between. And then the final book, which finishes off with spoiler, they get together. He thanks everybody in the chat room. He admits to her, shows her everything, and everybody goes around their separate ways, and it ends pretty much your typical Reddit forum, your 4chan forum, your, again, 2chan. So it's 2chan, 4chan copied 2chan, exactly the formula. Gave it to America to get 4chan, and then onwards with that, we got Reddit.
Yep.
4chan's still around, it's just more darker.
Shit posting.
You go you go there for things, okay? You go there for things. I don't recommend you go. Stick with your Reddit people. Just Reddit.
It's not worth it anymore.
Wholesome. It's not. It's not how it used to be. It's not in the ways of old. It's not that.
Yeah. No.
It's not that. Just stick with your am I an asshole? Which is pretty much what this is. It's just like, hey, I'm an asshole. Now, a little thing that some people don't know, there is etiquettes on Japanese trains. And one is that a lot of people do stick up for other people nowadays, but it is a little iffy. And that's usually people that are from America that goes over there, or, they're within other cultures that come over, or vice versa. They're a little bit more of sticking up for the people. In Japan, it's very shameful to interact with anyone who is acting belligerently drunk. Highly disrespect. Like, it's frowned upon that they're even acting that way. So you just don't give them the time of day by don't speaking up. And it's not that everybody looks away and does that. It's protocol. It's pretty much what they do. They try to just let it be because it'll eventually go away.
Etiquette. Just ignore it till it disappears.
So it's like that. And then you have some people that will go and get help, and then the authorities will take them off and will write them a ticket or whatever they need to do. There's strict things that happen. I mean, even in Japan, it's super clean and there's no trash cans for a reason, which we'll cover in a future episode about Japan, but mostly about something else. You'll see. But there's a reason for a lot of what goes on in Japan. And so yeah, he sticks up for her and several other women on the train. And the authorities want, their sides of it so they know how to judge it, because the guy who's drunk is gonna be like, the other guy started it, and that's pretty much why a lot of people just avoid it. So they get their statements. The older girl, or one of the older women, wants his information to send him a thank you.
Which
and she
seems
ends up getting his
reasonable
as
and
well.
nice.
Yeah. And she ends up asking him the same thing, and then he beats himself up because he didn't ask her for hers, and that's pretty much where it starts off in the him writing them because he doesn't he doesn't know. He was like, till
Yeah.
the package came. Cups.
Which to me, like, being North American, it's like you just okay, cups, thanks. Like
Well, there's
expensive
a lot of them
cups,
are in the chat. They were
thanks.
like, there was one in there specifically that was just like, another name in her book, dude. Just move on. Like, you're just another number. Because, a lot of them are salty guys. Like,
Oh, of course they are. Like
they're
the
salty.
entire
And they're
thing
salty
is
people.
the entire thread is just, single dudes complaining about each other or to each other about being single
Yeah, like,
and
there's literally one part in the book where, like, he mentions that she looks like some actress in one of the commercials or whatever. And like half of the guys in the thing was just like, "Well, I was for you, now I'm against you, dude. You can't be with her. I'm gonna be with her. I have a shot now." And it's just like bullshit.
yeah.
And then the girls are like, "Jingle, jingle, come back."
Hey yo, focus.
But yeah, it's just like, oh well, cups are a good thank you. That's nice, I guess, or whatever. And then they find out it's an expensive cut tea set, and they're like, "Oh, pursue her. You have to go get her. It's a sign. Her number's on there. Call her." Like they are literally like the best friends he needed. Like
Online wingmen.
online women. That's exactly what they were. Women and men. It was the love story for the ages that does not have an anime. Two live actions and a series of books. Anime.
The live action was cute though. The live
I knew
action
you'd
was
like it.
very cute.
You'd like it. Except for our random ass commercials that popped up.
Listen, listen, how would I know about blurry vision? And what was not blurry vision if not for that anime?
They don't need to have string up music when he falls down to his knees in agony. That was the worst. I was
That
just like, I'm so glad we're not recording this
that was
because we're not
hilarious.
we're not that kind of channel. So I would
Like
do
we're
it
watching it and it's this horribly
for the
emotional
views.
scene and all of a sudden this like happy peppy music pops into the background because there's an ad playing somewhere. It's like, well, there were a couple times where the music just fit right in and you wouldn't have known the difference.
Wouldn't know. You'd have thought it worked. And then there were other times where it did not work. And it showed.
Yeah. Bawling his eyes out. Do 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 do
Do,
do
do,
do do
do,
do.
do, 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 do. And I'm like, this doesn't work. This doesn't work.
Is
Oh
is
man.
so emotional, but I'm so conflicted.
Hmm.
But no, I mean he tried so hard. He did so much for her. Like went and took like his wing people's advice and got basically a full makeover and really tried to act the part and really tried to not be his little otaku self with everything and was just awkward and like how many dates could people say that they've been on where like the guy sort of pre-gamed the restaurant to know what was good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know many dudes that would put that kind of commitment in.
I also don't know many dudes that would go on a forum and ask for that kind of advice without just kind of getting shit on.
Yep.
I mean, to be honest. I mean, a lot of people, and that's like a lot of people are like, "Oh, your internet friends aren't your real friends," and I'm like, this story kind of proves that they rooted for him quite a bit. I mean, there was like the one part in the book where they kind of were like, but that was just them being idols of that fan or that actress or whatever. So, you know, but I mean, personally, I think saved me. They did a good job. They really did try to help him.
Because some people's friends have the audacity to live too far away. The
I know you're not talking
audacity.
about me.
Oh,
I know you're
well,
not talking about
yeah.
me.
How
Okay,
dare.
okay.
I live 20
I get
minutes
it.
from
I
the
get it. I
border.
get it. We've never met in person.
We
I
have not.
understand that. But you ain't gotta come at me like that.
Sideways. I live 20 minutes
We'll
from
put
the
a
border. You're just way closer to the other border.
I'm closer to the border that's been starting some shit. I may get shot at the border just because I have a passport that's American. You don't understand. Welcome to Canada.
Nah.
Oh no,
Nah.
the bullet would have something engraved very nicely in it, like "Sorry, I'm so sorry," but
Sorry, Theory.
sorry, Larry, you had to go.
It's just abbreviated STE. Sorry, Theory. You know, we really don't want to do this to you. We're really sorry. Yeah, it was a cute story, and he tried so hard, and he did like everything he could for her
Yeah,
to try to like get out of his comfort shell because everything that he did, it was his first time experiencing it. He's never had a girlfriend, he's never had a romantic partner, he's never been in a relationship. So like he's winging it from people who can't keep a relationship giving him advice. So I mean, overall, I think it turned out pretty well considering.
and I mean, again, it wasn't a bunch of dudes doing it either. It was there was a mix of different people that were like, "Hey, and it wasn't like a big list. It was just, "Hey, this would be my advice. Hey, I would do this." They're using their own experiences from the past, like their past mistakes, or I mean, who hasn't taken a date to a crappy restaurant and then regretted it? Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm one of those type of people that's like, please do your research on the restaurant because I like knowing what the menu looks like before going in, so I'm not sitting there for 20 hours because I am odd when it comes to that.
I
So
I definitely pregame menus too.
I do. You should
When
see me when McDonald's and stuff like that change their menu setup. Oh, I lose my shit. I go in there and I order the same thing every day, that same number. And the moment I see it different, I lose it. I panic. I'm like, what happened? My change. I don't like change. And I will order everything on the menu and then run away. I've done it.
I think it was the first away date the boyfriend and I went on. He's like, I'm taking you to this really fancy restaurant. It's in a casino. You know, it's got amazing food. He goes, I know you're going to want to look at the menu. That's fine. You can look at the menu. You're not allowed to look at the price. And I was like, excuse me?
or you know what the fun do. Yeah, tell me your thoughts on the
Sorry.
yeah, you're fine. Tell me your thoughts on the manga.
I I genuinely enjoyed it. Like it was one of those things where I appreciated that it was short. I did. Um,
I think
but at the same point, it gives me time where I don't feel like I'm stressed trying to read through everything so fast. Whether it's brushing up or reading it for the first time, which a lot of these is me reading it for the first time. Um, but it was genuine, it was written really well, it was easy to follow, it was relatable, and you could kind of just feel the awkward tension between two really shy, awkward people where it's, will they, won't they, will they, won't they, will they, won't they, but it's not tropey. I found
Mhm.
like it's not crazy tropey about it. Like it's he's trying to better himself. He's trying to be the bigger person and impress her, and he's taking advice from people, and it's not toxic masculinity. It's that ability to be vulnerable too,
Yeah.
which I thought was really, really appealing too. because it was
Yeah, and
like,
it's a lot
oh, this
easier
is
to be
nice.
that way if you are anonymous.
Yep.
Like 100%. Now I know like people these days, they don't care what account they use, they're gonna be toxic no matter what. I've seen some things. But, in here it's more of like, dude, if you really want to get her, this is what you do. This is my advice. This is and that's pretty much the written style of it all. It's not like, oh, gonna go better. It's not like, oh, I want to do this. He genuinely wants to spend time with her. He likes her. He thinks she's cute. He wants to get to know her, and he doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah. It's not just she's pretty, I have to have her. It's like, oh my gosh, like I'm falling for her as a person. And what do I do about that? And then stressing
I
out
thought she
about
was
it.
cute the day she stepped onto the train. Yeah, I stuck up and, I probably could have done better with it, but, it was just something I felt like I needed to do.
Yeah.
So again, it's one of those like genuine good guy trope without really having the you have to be with me because I'm the good guy. It's the original good guy trope, the actual, there's a hero. And the hero is all of the anonymous people. Those are the heroes. Those are the real heroes in the story.
You just like those
You,
three
you thought I was
friends.
going to say Train Man was. No. The anonymous ones that helped him get the girl.
You just like those three friends in the manga cafe.
I do. They are my favorite. They are favorite a lot. Now in the live action it shows them going to war. In the book it does not. Or at least in this version it doesn't. This version pretty much advertises the one I like. So, but they're in the war of love, and I love them to death. They're great.
It's
Manga
so
Cafe.
comedic.
I highly suggest you go and actually. I think it's the 2005 version. Yeah, the 2005 live action version. I highly recommend it because you get to see what a manga shop is, manga cafes. You get to see those, and you get to see the streets of Tokyo. You get to see a lot of stuff that you normally don't get to see in a lot of it. So it gives you a little bit more of like customs and how they dress and how they look, and they're not the peak of fashion. They dress a certain way. His room is yeah, but it's the walls are covered in all the pretty anime figurines and everything. So it's really good. 100% recommend it. 100% recommend the book. And you can actually find these pretty cheap still. Because again, there's several different versions. I really do recommend it. I really do. It's a love story that is true and may not really be true. It could just been a story fabricated on 2chan, like other
Because
stories on 4chan and Reddit.
yeah, there's nothing to prove. There's been no anything one way or the other.
And
Um,
they don't need to. I mean, they 100% don't need to. You don't need to find out who they were and if they made it. It just kind of leaves it up to the way the story ends. Is like he gets with her, and everybody just kind of parts their ways, and he says thank you to them, and they thank him, and
you can believe in your happy ending.
yeah, you can believe in your happy ending, and you can hope that they grew as individuals as well and went out and did something right in the world themselves. It's one of those where it's just like, do you believe in fairy tales?
Exactly.
Oh, do you? I do. My life is a fairy tale.
I am consistently Cinderella before she meets the prince.
Cinderella, Cinderella, I can say it, Cinderella.
I did the dishes and the sewing and the ironing and the cleaning and everything and befriending the mice. I used to have several pet rats.
You did.
I did. They have all crossed the Rainbow Bridge now, but there was like a lot of them.
I
And
knew of two.
I had 10.
I know you had 10, but I knew of two They were, I think, your last 2
Yeah.
because you showed them to me.
I miss
I had
my
a friend that
first
had a
girl.
pet one and it bit me, so never looked back.
I miss my first girl. She was my heart rat. She
Mhm.
was my everything. That one. I believe in fairy tales because I am just pre Cinderella, pre ball.
Cinderella. That's not what I meant. It wasn't what I mean at all. I can't use
No, I love that, for once some guy, some little awkward nerdy dude got his happy ending.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
We don't always have to choose the bear people.
Nope. And the nice thing too is, there's not this whole like really, really explicitly intimate energy about everything. It's very like innocent love.
Yeah.
Like I love her, I want to be with her, but it's not like, oh, I need to like have her in that way. It's just I really like her. I'd like her to be my girlfriend. I want to like occasionally maybe hold her hand and give her kisses. Like very, very, very like early teenage love.
Mm-hmm.
So
For
it's really nice for that.
22-year-olds is how old he was, 22.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um, like I said, it's just they all call him Train Man because in all of it he's anonymous. I forgot his number, but they're all anonymous with a number, and they would get updates, and they would go, "Oh, Train Man has an update," and that's just how it started, Train Man. Um, so I mean, it was just one of those things. I like it a lot, and I think it just resonates with me because like me and my husband um always kind of, how do they put it, like just walk past each other every time, and that's how we were. Like we knew each other, like we went to the same high school, we graduated. He was 1 or 2 seats down from me in the graduation line. We had the same circles, friends. For the most part, we just always passed each other. And then, one day, just boom, noticed he existed. Probably
I
100% was me. He probably noticed I existed for a long time. It's probably 100% me that just was like, "Hi, who are you?"
I am allegedly dating one of my childhood bullies. Found that out.
Well, that got awkward. Don't follow her, ladies and gentlemen. Don't follow her at
No, it
all.
was we never went to the same school. We never
Run.
did anything. My best friend lived um around the corner from the school that he went to. And I remember we were walking to like the plaza because they had like I think it was like a jumbo video, like a sort of like a blockbuster, like a knockoff blockbuster. And we would occasionally be allowed like to go rent games, but we mostly went for the free popcorn and then just
Mhm.
browsed because, young kids, whatever, had no money. And we went walking by and like these 3 boys come running out of one of the apartments and they started like making fun of me and shit because I'm young, I have the glasses, like, just sort of nerdy, really not whatever. Come to find out, like talking about stuff, that he lived around there, and I was like, "Oh, did you live in like these apartments?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I think you bullied me as a kid." And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think you bullied me as a kid. I think that you made fun of me as a kid." And he's like, so now he just, every time I bring it up, he's like, allegedly, because he
That's
can't
okay.
remember.
That's okay. My husband, like our very first date, the movie. He left me at the theater. He won't ever live it down because I won't let him. And it's not like I'm picking on him to be mean. I just think it's hilarious bringing it up every time. Um, yeah, he left me at the theater because he wanted to go home and eat because he was starving. I walked into the bathroom, I come out, and he's gone, and I'm having to walk. It's after midnight. Theater's closed. I'm having to walk across the entire parking lot by myself in the dead of night, going, I hope I don't get kidnapped and murdered. He's such a dork. Yeah.
Men. So yeah, occasionally you do find nice guys, but more often than not, you settle for somebody who may or may not have done something sketchy to you in the start of your relationship.
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I put him in the same category as bullying you. Now I gotta have a talk with him myself.
But yeah, no, I really like this manga. It was definitely a really cute one. Cute and short and sweet and simple and all of the pretty nice things.
And no one died. No trauma. Several times over.
You're welcome.
How is that a you're welcome moment?
I don't know.
I know.
Upside, I can't do it to you again next April.
No, you find something. You'll find a way.
Just a random traumatic manga every April.
I don't know. I got a few I could pick from too.
I mean, I feel like it's borderline getting back at me for starving Anonymous.
Pick that one.
I know you did.
Yeah, I guess. No, I figured when I picked Trade Man, it would be a cute little story. Mayflowers, you know. Then a little heartwarming. No one dies. I mean, eventually, I guess technically they would. They grow old and they die, but you don't know if the relationship really lasted till the end of time.
Yeah. We only have assumptions.
I like my assumption. I'm gonna stay in my little assumption world. It's nice over here in my assumption world.
If you made it this far in the episode, we want to say thank you. We couldn't have done this without your support. If you'd like to subscribe and become an official Manga Mommies member, the link will be in the show notes. For the manga of the month, the PDF, copy, or free website is located in the description below. If you feel up to it, like, subscribe, and share our podcast so we can find more people just like you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, whatever time that happens to be, and we can't wait to see you next week.
Stay tuned, and thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.